Hi, welcome back to More Creating by Sue. I'm Sue, and today I am going to show you how to create a list in this box on your planner page. You can do this a couple of different ways. We've done it before with different shapes on top of another shape, but what we're going to do today is use the line button. So the first thing you want to do is, if you want to, you can create a box at the top so that you have a separated box that you can write the word list or type the word list, your choice, or notes or to do or whatever you want this to be titled. I'm going to actually leave that blank. Actually, no, I'll go ahead and take this. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it on top of that box. That way I have a separate space for my title. The next thing I'm going to do is on the left side, I'm going to use my line tools and I'm going to draw a line. To draw a straight line, I'm going to hold down Shift and I'm just going to pull across. Now keep in mind, we learned before that a line will not print unless you give it some weight. So first I'm going to change the color to black, and then I'm going to give it some weight up here at the top. And I'm going to do 0.5. And then I can take that and I can move it over to my box and I can see that it's too long. So let's see how wide the box is. It's 1.7. So now I'm going to go up and I'm going to change my width to 1.7. And then I can move that line right into my box. And you'll see it goes all the way. If you want it to be shorter, you can. So let's make that 1.5 and see what happens. So that looks pretty good. You can move it all the way to one side. You can have a check mark on there or whatever you choose. I'm going to leave it just like this. I'm going to click on my line. You got to get right on top of it to select it. And I'm going to come over to my right side and I'm going to replicate that line so that I can fill this in. Now when you replicate a line, let's just show you, it doesn't move off of it. So you just need to know that that line, there's two lines there. So I can move one of them. So now I have two, and I'm not going to worry about keeping those even because I'll fix that once I get all my lines in. So let's go ahead and you can replicate it again, or if you want, you can duplicate it, and that'll bring it off to the side a little bit where you can grab it a little easier. You just need to know that those lines are there. And they're kind of hard to see sometimes because if you replicate it 7 times, it'll just look like a really thick line. Okay, so I have enough space between the top and my first line, and I have enough space between the bottom and my last line. If I wanted to, I can move that line down even further. And now I want to select all of the lines so that I can space them evenly. So I'm going to click and drag to select them. And I'm going to hold down Shift and click on the box behind it to unselect it. And I didn't actually grab this one, so let's try that again. And now I'm going to go to the right side and I'm going to open my transform button. And I'm going to use my vertical spacing to space those evenly. It'll space them evenly between the top and bottom lines. And then I have a list or a note section that I can use on my planner to keep notes. And that is how you create that. And I hope that this was helpful for you. And please let me know if you have any questions or suggestions. Thanks for watching.